Hello students, welcome to my class. Today I am going to explain a chapter percentage, mathematics. This is a very general chapter which is included in all the classes, the high school. Yes, the questions are always included in all the exams. Very important chapter. Children, take it as a difficult one, but I am telling you children, watch my video, go through my explanation. You will not find it difficult. It's going to be a very interesting class as I have taken many sums, many examples, many questions from your textbook. I have solved, I have explained, and I have tried to make it simple also. Children, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Children, please do it. Okay, so let us begin the chapter percentage. Percentage means per means every, cent means 100, for every 100. Suppose I say 15%, it means that out of 100, 15. Like if you buy vegetables or fruits, you ask the shopkeeper the rate. The shopkeeper tells you per kg means for every 1 kg. Here it is per cent for every 100. So the method of seeing this video will be, I will read out the question. You can mute, solve and then listen to my explanation. I am telling you children, that's going to help you a lot. So we begin. The first question is evaluation question. Evaluate 55% of 160 plus 24% of 50 minus 36% of 150. Now this I have used so that I can also explain you about BODMAS. 55% means 55 by 100. For every 100, 55 by 100. Of, if you go to BODMAS in my video, of means multiplication. The value is copied down 160. Repeated the same method, 24 by 100 into 50 minus 36 by 100 into 150. Things are cancelled as far as possible, and in the product form I have written for the first term 11 into 8 plus 12 minus 18 into 3. I go back to the BODMAS where addition first and then subtraction. The answer is 46. I am not highlighting the answer in this video because these are all calculation where you need to calculate and check whether your answer is correct or not. The second question, a number is decreased from 125 to 100. Find the percentage decrease. So first the number is decreased by a particular percent and then the decreased percent is asked to find out. So now here you see the original number is given to us 125 written. The new value is also mentioned in the question 100. We know that 125 to 100 is the decrease. So how much is the decrease? 125 minus 100, 25. The decrease percent is always found out on original value. So the formula is decrease by original value into 100. So 25 by 125 into 100. Substituted, calculated 20%. Question number 3. 2.7 is what percent of 18? Let 2.7 be, b means equal to x percent of 18. Now we substitute it, 27 equal to x by 100 into 18 as we did in the first question. X percent of 18 we have written, cross multiplied, cancelled and the answer is 15. Since it is what percent, so it is 15%. Question number 4. I have taken a number of questions children. It will be simple for you. All the types I have included here. 14% of a number is 315. So write as mentioned. Let the number be x. So 315 is means equal to 14% of x, 14% of x, so 14 by 100 into x, cross multiplied, cancel, and the answer is 2250. Please take a pause, solve the questions in your rough paper and check or understand the explanation from my video. The next question, number 5. An auctioneer charges 8% for selling a house. If a house is sold for rupees 2,30,500, find the charges of the auctioneer. So we know the selling price of the house, which is 2,30,500. We know the rate of charges of the auctioneer, which is 8% of SP. So definitely the charge is 8% means 8 by 100. Of means into. How much is the SP? 2,30,500, and the value is calculated after cancelling and multiplying. Question number 6. Out of 800 oranges, 50 were rotten. Find the percentage of good oranges. So we know that the total number is 800, the rotten are 50. So how many do I have with me now? Subtract 750. Percentage, as I said, is always done with the original number. So good oranges by original into 100. 750 by 800 into 100. Cancel, and I have put it in a mixed form. If you want, you can go for the decimal as well. That is also correct. Number 7. A cistern contains 500 liters of water. If 6% is leaked, find the quantity of water left. So quantity of water in the cistern was 5,000 liters. How much got leaked? 6% of the original, that is 6 by 100 into 5,000 liters, which is 600 liters. How much is left? Subtract 4,700 liters. This was a simple question, children. Question number 8. Depreciates. The cost of a scooter depreciates every year by 15%. If the value at the beginning of the from whatever is the value from the beginning. If the present value is rupees 8,000, find its cost after 1 year. So the depreciation is 15% of its value, present value. If the present value is 8,000, how much will be its cost after 1 year? Means after reduction. So depreciation is 15% of 8,000. And then subtract from 8,000, or you can go to the formula as 100 minus 15 by 100 into 8,000, which is 6,800. This question can be done by both the methods. First you find the depreciation and then you subtract, or you directly come to the value which is applicable, that is 15 is depreciated, so how much is paid? 85 by 100 into 8,000. Both are correct, any one. This is the way or the method shown as in question number 7. You can go by this method as well. Both the methods are correct. Whichever you feel is easy for you to understand, please follow that. The next question, number 9. In an election between two candidates, one of them secured 58% of the votes polled and won by 18,336 votes. That means the one who won secured 58% and the difference value is 18,336 votes. You have to find the total number of votes polled and the number of votes secured by each candidate. So the winning candidate, let me show you this way. Yes. The winning candidate secured 58%. Definitely the losing candidate must have secured 100 minus 58, 42%. What is the difference in the vote percent? Subtract the two. It is 16%. So 16% of the total votes polled is equal to 8,336, which I just now explained in the question. Substitute it as X or the votes polled, 16 by 100, cross multiply, cancel. So the total number of votes polled were 1,14,600. The winning team got 58% of this is this value. Subtract and get the number of votes secured by the losing candidate. Very interesting sum, very simple to solve. You just need to understand what does this value represent. It doesn't represent the number of votes secured by the winning. This is a difference value, so the difference percentage and calculate it. The next question. Number 10. In an examination, pass mark is 40%, that is pass percent. If the candidate secured 65 marks and failed by 3 marks, find the maximum marks. That means if the candidate who is getting 65 had got 3 more marks, the candidate would have passed. So the marks obtained by the student is 65. Must have passed if the candidate secured 68. I explained this one just now. The pass percent is given 40%. So 40% of the total should be equal to 68. Cross multiply the maximum marks 170. So what you basically need to do is read the question, understand, deduce it. Comprehension of the question is very much needed here. Question number 11. If the cost of an article is first increased by 20% and then decreased by 30%, find the percentage change in the cost. That means initially whatever was the value, it was increased by 20%, then decreased by 30%. Now we know we need to understand the overall change. Let us assume that the original value is 100. So initially increased by 20%, the value definitely becomes 120. Decreased by 30%, the decrease will be 120 into 30 by, because decrease is on this increased value which is 36. Subtract from 120 and you get 84. So you have come down to 84. What was the original? 100. How much is the change? 100 minus 84 is 16. Percentage change is 16 by 100 into 100. That's a percentage decrease. So 16% decrease. Because initially 100, now it has become 84. So a decrease of 16%. Next question. Number 12. A man bought a certain number of oranges, out of which 13% were rotten. He gave 75% of the remaining. That means after reducing the rotten, from that he gave 75% in charity, but it is still 522 left with him. How many did he buy? How many had he bought is the question. So let the number of oranges be 100. How much was rotten? 13%. So 13 were rotten. How many left? Subtract. 87 is left with him. He gave 75% of this remaining, that is 87, to charity, and this is the fraction. How much is left now? From this 87, he gave this much. So 87 by 4 is left with him. Now we come to the unitary method. If the balance is 87 by 4, the total number were 100. If the balance is 1, the total number is reciprocated, 4 by 87. But the actual balance according to the question is 522. So the original number is multiply and it is 2400 or 2400. Very good question. Possibility of getting this in your exam. It's a nice question. Children, please like and subscribe my channel. Okay, question number 13. If you have any doubt, children, please put it in the message box. I'll be definitely answering you all. Right. In a combined test in English and physics, 36% candidates failed in English and 28% failed in physics and 12% in both. Find the percentage of passed candidates and the total number of candidates who appeared if 208 candidates have failed. So, according to the question, in English 36, in physics 28 and in both 12. If there were 208 candidates who failed, you have to find out the percentage of the candidates passed as well as the total number of candidates. So the explanation is the candidates who failed only in English are 36 minus 12, because according to the question 12 has failed in both. So we are subtracting that both part and only English is 24. Similarly, the candidates who failed in only physics, again we subtract and find out, and in both is 12%. So the total number of candidates who failed should be percentage failed in only English, percentage failed in only physics, and the percentage who failed in both, which gives you 52%. So how many passed? Subtract from 100, 48% passed. Now, if 52 candidates have failed, the total number is 100. If one candidate has failed, the total number is 100 by 52. We are going back to the unitary method. But according to the question, if 208 have failed, then the total number is 100 by 52 into 208 as 400. So your first answer is, what is the percentage who has passed is 48%. Total number is 408. This is another very important question, children, which you should not miss out at all. Question number 14. A's income is 25% more than B's. Find how much is B's income less than A's. So here the comparison will be B with A. So let B's income be 100. So definitely A's income will be 125 because it is 25% more. The difference between the two is 25 rupees. That means B's income is 25 rupees less than A's. So definitely when you are calculating the percentage of B's income, so less by A's into 100. 25 less by A's value into 100 is 20%. This type of sum we have done also, but then again we have repeated. Yes, number 15. If the price of sugar is increased by 25% today, by what price should it be decreased tomorrow to bring the price back to its original? Because we don't want to pay extra. If you have increased today by 25%, you reduce it tomorrow so that the price doesn't change. So let the original price be 100, increased definitely 125. So how much should be decreased? Decreased by 25 rupees. And that percentage has to be calculated with today's increased price. So 25 by 125 into 100 is 20%. The two questions are similar, but the type of question pattern or the explanation differs, children. So you need to be very careful with question number 14 and 15. Number 16. A number decreased by 23% becomes 539. Find the number. So let the number be x. You are decreasing the number by 23%. So 23 by 100 into x, and then it becomes 539. Is a equation straight linear equation. Subtract, cancel, get the answer. This is a very simple question which I don't think a 8th standard child needs the explanation. Next question, number 17. Two numbers are respectively 20% and 50% more than a third number. What percent is the second of the first? So you are comparing the second with the first. Here we are assuming the third number as x. So let the third number be x. So my first number is 20% more, so 120 by 100x. My second number is 50% more, so 150 by 100x. But the percentage which is required is second by first into 100. So second by first into 100. Cross multiply and cancel. Get the answer. Simple, just you need to understand that the comparison is second by first and substitute the values. Question number 18. The monthly income of a man is rupees 16,000. 15% of it is paid as income tax. 75% of the remaining is spent. How much money is still left? We have done a similar type of question in this particular video, so should not be difficult for you to understand. Income 16,000, income tax deduction 15% of it value. How much is the remainder? Subtract. 75% is spent. Again you do the subtraction for the money left. Very simple question, not difficult at all. The next, number 19. A number is first increased by 20%. The resultant is decreased by 10%. Find the overall change in the number in percentage. Let the original be 100. When you increase by 20%, it is 120. When that has to be decreased by 10%, it is 108. How much is the overall change? We again subtract and we get 8. Required change is 8% increase. If you can correlate, you can see a similar question was solved just now. Question number 20. If the rate of an article changes from 24 rupees per dozen to 50 rupees per score, find the percentage change in price. So we know that 24 rupees per dozen means 12. So what is the price of one article? 24 by 12 is rupees 2. Changes to 50 per score. Score is 20. So what is one article? 50 by 20. 2 rupees 50 paise. How much is the increase, children? 50 paise. How do you find the change percent with the original? 50 paise by 2 rupees into 100. Cancel. 25% increase. The next question. Number 21. The price of sugar is increased by 20%. By what percent must the consumption of sugar decreases so that the expenditure on sugar remains the same? The initial question on sugar was the price was increased, you need to decrease the price. This is your decrease in consumption. So this is one very special question. Please pay attention here. Read the question, understand, and now listen to the explanation. Let the price of X kg of sugar be rupees 100. This increase in price becomes rupees 120. So for rupees 120, the sugar which was consumed was X kg. So for 1 rupee, the sugar which is consumed is X by 120. So for 100 rupees, the sugar which has to be consumed is 5 by 6 X kg. How much are you decreasing? It was X kg initially. Now it is 5 by 6 X kgs. So it is X by 6 kg decrease in consumption of the quantity of sugar. Percent reduction is reduction by original into 100. X by 6 by X into 100 is 16 whole 2 by 3%. Yes, this is one very important question. Should understand properly because we are considering the sugar consumption. So this is one very interesting question. Children, I am sure you have understood the chapter and you have liked my video as well. Children, I repeat, please subscribe my channel, please like my video, share my video, and I always welcome your doubts. So children, take care. Bye.